Hello, and welcome to another episode of Overdue Adventures, brought to you by Nashville Public Library. I'm Andrew Palmer, your Dungeon Master and Teen Services Associate. I run D&D programming for teens, but I also am here with some spooky sailors to give you the adventure of a lifetime. On the last episode, if you were able to catch it, you watched as our adventurers made their way onto the ghost ship. On the top level, they came across one lowly undead creature. Swiftly taking care of that, they were then able to go to the next level below, free Oceanus, but not without consequence, as a Kraken priest came out with some undead ghouls, and a summoning circle was found with a sacrifice atop it. Some bad rolls led to some of our adventurers falling all the way down into the cargo hold of the ship, a waterlogged space with two more ghouls. But with teamwork and swift thinking, the group was able to take care of all of the threats. And Stamper, one of our PCs, found themselves atop the prize that they came to this ship searching for. That is where we find ourselves, in the hull of this ship. Currently, our sea elves are split up. So we have Valoran, you're down in the hold. Stamper, you're down in the hold. And I believe that's it. Everyone else is still on that level above, including Quartermaster Kesper, who has joined you on this mission. All right, I am going to go to the hold first, and anything you two in particular want to do while you're down here.
So Stamper is going to use 2 message cantrips.
Okay.
The first message cantrip goes basically as an all call out to everyone who I know is an ally within range. A, alive. B, I found the A. Come downstairs.
What does that mean?
So cryptic.
You get a second one, and it's right after. When things calm down, we're going to have to talk. I owe you. And that has ramifications. But I will show you the true me. And you get just a split image into your mind of what I actually look like. It is a silver and green changeling with a movable form. The white hair is about shoulder length and actively flowing with this crackling energy. In my hand, you see an eyeball in the spot where my Taroka deck is. That's what you see.
I'm gonna message, because I have message as well, message back the letters QT.
Stamper's internal temperature goes up like half a degree.
About 15 feet higher, Oceanus, your former partner, is looking down on this scene and just kind of like you both standing silently and like, are you okay? There was like weird monsters down there. He feels his hair. I think I almost died.
Yeah, you're looking a little wrinkled. Have you been maintaining your skincare, Oceanus?
Oh no. He's like checking his face.
We simply can't both have white hair, babe.
And on this second level, about 15 feet higher from the cargo hold, are the rest of our PCs. We have Gibby, who dealt the finishing blow, decapitating the halfling priestess of the Kraken. We also have Inkir, who helped revive our
Multiple people.
changeling and our ex-boyfriends. We also have Douglas, who had just speared a ghoul to the ground.
One
That
ghoul.
was pretty
One ghoul.
Casper's also up here and says, "Well, our ship ought to be heading this way, Gibby. What say ye to an expedited retreat?"
We need to get that crate. I think that's what Stamper's message said. Yes. And then get out of here. So
Perfect. Let us make a makeshift winch and get this crate up out. And so he begins throwing together some ropes along with you. You both with your sailor proficiency are able to easily make a quick weighted rope kind of crane, if you will. And you set this all up and the rope drops down to you two. Is anyone going down into the hold? Because I think Douglas has a little side mission to look for.
I can't swim.
It is only like 3 feet of water.
Okay, yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Inkir would be, he'd be at the top of the opening, just like searching around in the darkness for Stamper to like focus the beam of light onto Stamper to finish off the healing that the spell had.
Oh, perfect.
So-
Yeah. Do you want to add those?
Yeah,
hit
I was
points
about
back?
to say, how much? What's my HP right now?
So you would get an additional, let's see. These are,
Because I was at 7.
yeah, another 6 points to you.
Another 6.
Well, I went
Yeah.
from 31 to -1. Right.
I went from 35 to 3.
Are you at 3 right now?
No, I'm at 14
Okay,
now.
okay.
I'm at 7 if you've got any more charges.
No, that was the last two.
Ooh, I can.
yeah.
Douglas, you're gonna finally use it.
I have to. I don't want to now.
Hey, buddy, you want your trident back?
So Douglas, maybe you use spider climb to take the rope down the wall, down to the cargo hold.
I can just walk down the side
Yeah.
with the
Nice.
rope.
Doop, doop, doop. Here's the rope.
Do.
All right, so
I'm going to recast, thank goodness for cantrips, light down in this hold, so
Oh.
it should illuminate the entirety of the
Great.
space.
That's where
Nice.
everyone is.
So bright.
So, and I'm like, all right, well, might as well
You have dark.
set.
I do.
So I'm gonna like help with getting the crate set up, and then I'll
Yeah.
probably want to take a look around myself.
perfect. Yeah, the moldering crates are all piled against the ship's porthole. And yeah, this is not a decadent level. This is just where all of the food and all of the goods are being stored. You can see those crates are just saturated with that murky seawater that's filled up from just holes, small holes in the bottom of the ship. All right, so with the light, you all look around. I will give Douglas then a perception check at advantage, unless you wanted to use investigation. You can do either to look for this tree box.
I will just use perception. They're the same.
Cool.
15.
Perfect. Because it was a wooden box, it's still kind of just floating on some of the waters where it's a little bit deeper. So after you hand off the rope to Stamper and Valoran, you kind of search around a little bit, have to walk, like, and you find this small chest with what seems to be branches intertwined, engraved into this wooden box. It's like a dark wood with some gold inlay.
Prop.
Yes.
So it looks like this.
It looks like this. And you're welcome to open and investigate if you wish, or
I don't
save it for
know.
later.
I don't think Mama would want me to look. I'm gonna not. She didn't tell me to, so
All right.
I'm just
gonna-
putting that in my notes as Douglas finds a box.
Douglas finds a box.
Doesn't open it.
And I'm just gonna put it somewhere.
Okay,
guess
so you've
in my
secured
pants
the
or
tree
whatever.
box.
Are we exploring more? Should I heal some more? Are we about to go back to the ship?
Let's leave. I'm not in charge though.
So the box is currently being tied by, I believe, Stamper and Valorant because you're the only two down in the hold. Is there any other searching you're doing before you're securing the crate?
I want to loot
Okay.
the cargo hold.
Give me an investigation check this time.
I do kind of want to look around myself, but I also want to make sure that I'm like my
17.
hands are almost in my pockets from the level of reserved I am. I was like, that was a little rough.
I see everyone start to look around and I will change the starry form from the archer, and I'm holding a starlit chalice in my hand instead. Cool. Expending my next wild shape for this short rest. And then I will walk up, cure wounds to you.
Oh, that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah,
If you want to
try
save
it
a
until you
spell
heal
slot,
me.
I have lay on hands. I haven't used it.
Yeah, you easily find like
If you
a
wanna save your
ladder
spell
down,
slot.
not too far from the priest's body.
Yeah.
You come down, cast Cure Wounds. Go ahead and let's see those hit points back.
So the first, for the
love
cure
you.
wounds, it's D8, so 8 hit points. And then from the chalice, it kind of floats out of my hand and then above you, and stardust falls down onto you.
Beautiful.
And another 7 HP comes back to you as well.
Thank you, Inkir.
Oceanus from the next level up.
I'm almost
is
back
like,
to full. Wow.
whoa, he's an angel.
No, it's just the stars.
I'm clutching Douglas's trident. I haven't given it back yet.
I was
Yeah.
coming. I got distracted. He beat
I got a
me.
17 on my
I'm running. I'm
investigation.
running over there. I'm running to what's his face. I'm running.
17 investigation.
And I'll do the same for Stamper whenever I can.
Oh, healing, yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Well, I guess I can heal
That
myself
is
too.
10 plus 6, so 16 points to you.
16 healing to Stamper. Perfect.
16?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Yay.
Choice.
That's the chalice.
Any of my spells. The chalice pours
I'm-
upon us with its golden light.
Yeah.
The cup runneth over. Sorry. Can I also look around?
You may.
Okay. Was that investigation or?
Yeah, investigation to look through everything.
Okay.
Because you don't know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So it'd be investigation because Douglas already knew what they were looking for. That's why it was perception.
That is an 11.
Okay. You notice that one of the floating corpses of the ghouls is wearing a silver bracelet sculpted to look like a twisted tongue worth 75 gold points. And with your 17, you find, because you pulled out the trident, you pulled this one out and the ghoul was still kind of stuck, so you had to put your foot on them to like unstick it. And you notice that they were wearing a very nice belt. I mean, it's been, worn a bit, but it is a gem-studded belt worth a bit more. The gems on this worth 400 gold points.
I'm gonna put it on.
The rest, it's like a WWE like champion belt.
He's a jeweler, okay? He's obsessed.
You hear a voice in your
Oh,
head.
that's perfect. 400 gold worth of gems.
You're welcome.
Jade, sapphire, pearl, like all sorts. It looks like this person was some kind of collector in their
Or maybe
time.
I'll wear it like a.
Yeah, bandolier.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is the body we walked by earlier.
He's got jewelry on his hair and on his body, and now he's got
No,
this.
this one still has a head.
Okay.
You know that like this was a ship full of merchants and like more well-to-do folks. The rest of the crates and boxes are rotted. Unfortunately, the goods in them are worthless, with one exception: Aubrix box. What sent you here? Albrecht's chest is set apart by the fact that it is not made of wood, that it is hardly affected by the amount of water and water damage done to the other goods. So you're very easily able to get the ropes around, and Gibby and Kesper and Oceanus all pull from the top, and eventually, actually, let's get athletics checks.
Come on, Gibby.
Yeah, you're
I'm
strong.
oh, yeah, I am actually.
Hey.
Nat 20.
Oceanus is like
Whip it
pretending
up.
to be helping, and Kesper's behind with a 6 and an 11.
muscles and nothing to show
And then Gibby's like, let me show you how it's done. You twist it around your arm a bunch of times and give it one last heave and whoomp, onto the second floor. Kesper says, "Oi, pirate's code, or sailor's code rather, excuse me. We ought to make sure everyone's off safely, and then you and I bring this up once everyone's off the ship safe. All right. All right, let's go. Hoof it." And he's yelling down to those who are in the cargo hold to come up and eventually escape the ship. So, what's everyone doing?
I guess I'll just walk up it.
Cool.
Oh, do you need a lift?
Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna toss your trident over your head a couple times to tease you, and then I'll give it to you.
Okay.
If you help me get
I'll
up.
help you get up.
Cool. Yeah, there's also a ladder that Inkir came down, so you guys can use that to go up. And so
scale
you
it.
all are passing by Kesper and Gibby, who will lift the box to follow behind. And as we exit this treacherous ghost ship, many of you reach the stairs to go up to the top deck. As some of you spill out onto the top deck, you can see that that Captain B's ship is very close by, about to pull up parallel in order to load this crate on.
How big is the crate? It's like weighty.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it
okay.
is. Yeah, it's like 3 foot by 3 foot crate, perfect cube box. And as everyone gets onto this top level, and as Captain B's ship is pulling up nearby, Gibby, Kesper's going to turn to you and say, "You did good out there. I'm proud of the work you done. You took out that priestess really quickly."
Thanks. Thanks for the flare.
Of course.
Yeah.
Always got to have the crew's back
For the crew.
for the crew. Let's say we burn the rest of this place. Let it sink down into the waters, never to be found again.
That seems like a good idea.
All right, I'll take this side, you take that side. All right. And as you're setting up to begin to set this ship ablaze, and as the Captain B ship pulls up alongside, Gibby, you turn around as you've set ablaze, a small fire kind of building up from the back stern of the ship, from the lower levels. You guys start to smell smoke from the top level, and
That's weird.
and all right, let's evacuate, Kesper says. And Gibby, as you come up to Kesper and he goes to lift one end and you lift the other, he says, "It was nice working with you." And he is going to shove the box at you to shove you down into the cargo hold.
What? We don't know.
So I need
Are
a
we there?
dexterity saving
we're all
throw as he
above.
pushes the box
stay down there.
at you.
I thought it was romance,
my
but it was
God.
not romance.
Oh, bad.
I thought he was flirting.
6. Hold on.
Well, because you guys would just look at each
Do
other
I
like, huh?
have, so I have danger sense, advantage on dex saving throws against effects I can see? Or is this,
Give me a quick retroactive insight check.
okay,
We'll say if you get above 20, you can use your danger sense.
no, no, I got a 7 on the die.
Yeah, you were just after the thrill of battle and the idea of burning this ship and everything it represents, getting off. Amazing. As you fall, kind of like slow motion, Gibby
Oh my God.
falling back into the water, the 3 feet of water. You
She's so small.
rise back up and you see Kesper tracing an arcane symbol in the air.
Oh,
And he is whispering this incantation in a different language. Can you tell me what languages you have?
I have Common and Gnomish.
Okay, so he's speaking in a tongue you do not understand, but the image that he is tracing reminds you of that swirling tentacle symbol that was on the ground
my God.
that you first initially saw. And the last thing he says in common is a betrayal, the last key. And all of you feel a quake from underneath the ship. And you guys can't see it, but the 2 decapitated heads, the eyes suddenly open on both. Cracking in the deep, cracking in the deep. As I will give perception checks to all of those above.
Yeah.
Somebody hear my
Can I have
tiny
advantage?
scream.
No.
Oh yeah.
17.
Not one.
Unnatural 20.
You should lose your hearing.
2 above 20. Hear Kesper finish that incantation because the grate is right behind you. Like you guys were setting up a plank to get onto Captain B's ship and hear that, turn around, and you can see through the opening of the grate, you can see the talking undead Kraken priestess, and you see Gibby is not down there with Aubrecht's crate.
Am I still within 60 feet
Yes. Of who? Kesper?
Kesper? Yes.
Yes, absolutely. He's only like 15 feet below you.
I want to cast Hold Person on him.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can go beat his face in.
So that is a
Natural 1.
Wisdom saving throw. Yes. So yeah, he stops in place.
His arcane rune dissipates.
I didn't see this in the stars. And yeah, I'm holding concentration on that while we do that.
Okay. So he's frozen. Anyone else want to act?
Well, did we hear anything?
Yeah, I got a nat 1 perception.
And I got a 17.
I would say.
So I'm not aware.
I would.
It's up to Stamper and Inkir, who both heard the end of the incantation. Something funky's going on.
And you would have heard me start casting a spell because it's a verbal thing. So something's going on.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to
I
take
just
off.
have to get up. Okay, so where am I positionally at this point?
Yeah, you were helping set like a plank to get onto the other ship. About to leave. You're on that top deck.
Okay. So dude's grappled.
Is he also on the top deck?
No, Kesper's on that second level. Kesper and Gibby stayed behind to make sure everyone got off safe, set
you
the
cast
fire.
that through the
so
grate.
currently,
He was standing up top. He pushed.
So was it even a slip? He really is a pirate.
so Gibby's now on the 3rd level in the cargo hold.
Did I take any falling damage from that?
No, because you fell into the
You fell in
water.
the water
Great.
like I did.
Cool.
Kesper's on the top level,
Second level.
second level. Okay.
Remember when you open the the grate in the bottom of the top level? He's literally right below it,
Okay.
with that opening to the cargo hold next to him.
Makes sense.
On the other side of the prize, Aubrecht's crate.
Doug's going to, as soon as he sees that something's going on, his like instincts. He's like, okay, something's going on. So he's gonna take off and go and start Sparta climbing around and try to go around to see what's
Okay.
going on.
Okay, perfect. So, go ahead.
Real quick, seeing you do this because you have the strength to do it, and I'm wanting to guard the actual exit route. Since I can see the whole person, you get bardic inspiration from me
Okay.
as you're going,
Oh, nice.
and
Dope.
it's help.
Nice. So, Kesper yells up, "Oi! Something's still alive down here. Cast a fire spell." And he shoots.
Casper does.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he doesn't. He
Yeah.
can still
Do
speak,
nothing.
though.
Yeah.
Something done hold me.
He's paralyzed
Yes.
right now.
He was pulling out his flintlock to give that, and like that's when you stopped him.
Can I use my mage hand and try to get his gun?
Absolutely, and take advantage because
He's
he
stunned.
is
So
held.
I run. I'll go up next to Inkir, look down.
He was doing something.
Is this sleight of hand or
Sleight of hand.
22?
Yeah. You grab the flintlock like from his reaching hand. He had one hand out carving that rune. He was going to try and give a shot out to aid in his lie. Give me an insight check as you rush down.
Me?
Yes, based on what Kesper's saying.
Insight. What is the? Oh, okay. So 18.
Yeah, you know this guy's lying through his teeth. And as you get down
go.
next to him, he's being held. Albrecht's crate is there. Gibby, what is your... Next.
She's not there.
She's not on the second level.
Okay.
Is the sigil still visible? The arcane
The
thing?
one that he was carving, Kesper, no, because his hand stopped.
Okay.
He could no longer do the somatic casting.
So we just see him kind
yes,
of like this.
Like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we know Gibby's
like-
not there.
Yeah, about to pull out the
Where's
gun.
Gibby?
You pull out the gun, it floats to the top deck and goes into your hand. Nice. You're able to easily see Gibby down below as you're catching your breath.
Okay.
Before you act, that rumbling has been pretty intense down here as through the floorboards, a black and purple tentacle shoots up through the bottom. Water starts pouring into this cargo hold. What does Gibby do? We are also
Make
going to go
noise.
turn-based, but we're going to go bottom level, second level, top level
Yeah.
from
Okay.
here on out.
I'm stressed.
I'm excited.
Oh geez. Well, because I wanted to scream like he's a traitor. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bonus, yeah.
Yeah.
Even less than a bonus
Yeah.
action to say that.
He's a traitor. Just whoever can hear it.
Cool. Perfect. All of you are able to hear that.
Okay,
Great.
good.
I'm still in the water. I need to get up. I need to get out. Was there any other way out of here? Like stairs,
Yeah, there was a ladder.
ladder?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try and get to the ladder.
Okay, give me an athletics check because you are in stress.
Yep. 9 plus 12.
Okay, at 12, you get to the ladder, you begin climbing up when suddenly poof, another tentacle breaks through, more water gushing through, this time through like the side and tries to wrap around you. As you're climbing up, give me another dexterity saving throw, but with your danger sense. So add advantage.
Nat 20. Hey!
You literally were like 3 rungs from the next level up. You hear the crash through and it try to grab and slam you. You use all of your upper body strength to launch your body up onto the second floor away from it with that nat 20.
Oh my god.
You see Gibby just miraculously come through one of the trap doors and land on the ground. Gibby, do you say anything?
We are in trouble.
You all feel on the top the ship begins to rumble side to side with those tentacles now blasting through. All terrain is now difficult terrain as the ship is rocking back and forth, which means you take half movement. Dashes are going to be your best friend, but you still have the prize on the second level. So, second level, what are you doing to respond to Gibby getting up there?
Okay, that guy's being held.
Yes.
So I guess we should probably
The crate is also right next to you.
get the crate.
Yeah.
Go.
Do you and Gibby take the crate?
We'd have to since you guys set everything on fire, how do we get out of here? Am I gonna have to just go?
The path to the stairs is still clear.
Okay.
That you came down. Gibby, you are pretty close to where the flames are getting bigger.
Cool. I need to get away.
Should we do anything with this guy, or should we just take the loot and go?
I can hold for a minute as long as he is not strong-willed.
Yeah. He will make another save at the end of this
Yeah.
round.
Okay.
So I've stopped him momentarily.
Yeah.
Momentarily, we could kill him. We could kill him.
He did push me all the way down
Right,
into
you know,
the
just-
cargo.
Yeah, no, like,
Well, there are at least 2 people, if not 3 people, who can take care of that person.
Yeah.
Get
get the crate.
goods.
Yeah.
Okay,
goods,
let's get the
yeah.
crate.
Let's get the crate
get out of
and
here.
run.
Okay, you guys get the crate. Since helping, make an athletics check at advantage. Gibby.
Yeah, strong lady.
16.
16. That's enough to lift, but you guys only go half your movement. So that's going to be 15 feet. Difficult terrain as it's rocking back and forth. On the top level, we're going to go with who has the highest dexterity, +4.
+4.
I have +1. Yeah.
Each have +2. Okay, so we're going to go to Valoran first, and then Oceanus is just going to act on your turn. Actually, Oceanus, he's so weak, he's already on the other ship. Like, I'm saved. Whoa, what's going on?
That's your man?
So I think the mage
control
hand
your
brought
hands.
Casper's. Is it a pistol or a shotgun?
It's a pistol, flintlock pistol.
He brought his pistol. Like Valorant does not know how to use a gun.
No.
So he just like is like holding it, like pointing it at Casper, but he doesn't know what to do with it.
Hold still. I'm trying.
Stay right there.
Literally not a moving target.
You do have advantage.
But so I heard Gibby say he's a traitor.
He's a traitor,
But
yeah.
did I catch any of the like?
No, the
ritual
casting
stuff?
ritual
Okay.
that only Stamper and Inkir heard that.
Okay, I'm gonna ask over to Inkir. Should I just take him out?
I think that's wise.
Okay. Can I shoot the gun?
Yeah, you can shoot the gun. Roll
Dex
at,
With his
Roll.
own gun.
It is next base? Yeah.
roll at advantage because not only do you have higher ground, but he is being held
I see.
magically, and only add your dexterity modifier, not your proficiency, because you're not proficient in firearms.
Okay.
Unless you took that as a proficiency.
No. Why
Okay.
would I take fire?
Go ahead and roll.
Right, need a gunner feat.
So my highest is a 13, and I add my dex, which is a +4.
17.
17 to hit.
14 was what you were looking for.
Okay, great. So
Go
what's the
ahead.
damage of the
D10 plus your dex modifier.
D10.
D10 plus my dex, but I also get to add my 2d6 for
Sneak attack.
sneak attack.
You do.
Ranged weapon attack. Grow.
You could be sneaky with a gun.
So the D10 is just a 2 plus my dex, which is a 4, so that's 6. Plus 2 for 8, plus 3 for 11 points of damage.
11. You shoot him, he begins to bleed. He's like, ow! You just shot him in the back.
And the recoil is like, oh.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's so dramatic. Okay, any movement on your turn at all?
How much fire is going on in the second level?
Quite a bit. The next round, the second level is going
Hannah
to be
has something-
consumed.
Hannah has something she wants to do, but Valorant doesn't know about it.
Okay.
So
Do you want to save it for your next turn?
yeah,
or
I'm not going to do anything. I'll stay where I am.
Because, yeah, you don't have any actions left to, like, save that action for a condition.
Can I send my mage hand to just help them lift the thingy up?
Certainly, yeah.
Yeah.
It gives, well, you choose one of them and give the help action.
Gibby.
Gibby's got the help action for whatever it is you attempt next.
Great.
You're stronger, so I figure you should probably.
That's true.
Okay,
Fair.
we then go to Stamper.
Okay, Stamper will use the last bardic inspiration because you still have it. Gives it to you as well, so you both have bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Party.
Party.
Help and run.
Help and run. Help and run.
So you just hear in the back of your head, like, I mean, teamwork makes the dream work, but goodness! But for their main action, because he's still held, right?
He's going to make a save before
My turn.
Inkir's turn. Yeah.
I have one first level spell slot left.
Okay.
How far away is he from also going into the pit?
Oh, like
He's like right next to it.
like just over 5 feet. Yeah.
I'm going to thunder wave right at him.
Okay. Let's see it. Oh,
It's a con save.
It's a con save, which he doesn't automatically fail, which is weird.
Yeah.
It's a 5. So no. 5 on the die. He does not succeed.
So I'll roll damage anyways, just for, can I have a D8?
Yeah.
Just for pranking purposes. It'll be 6 points of thunder and emotional damage as you all hear Stamper say, "Return to mother."
Mama?
And yeah, this basically like blasts him like straight down into the hole, backflipping like a video game gone wrong where they're just like limbs are flying and he just falls into the water. He makes his wisdom save, so he does pop up in that water, but all around him are tentacles. I will return. And the last we see of Kesper, a black tentacle takes him down into the deep. We then go back down. Oh, I'm sorry, Inkir's turn. You still have a turn.
So I'm looking. I want to look over. I was preparing to do something, and then situation changed.
Yeah. Kesper is no more.
Casper is no more.
It
now,
frees up an action economy.
I'm scanning the area. Is there any fire in the path of where my allies are going to come through?
There is starting, like at the beginning of the next turn, they were going to have to like go around fire building up.
Okay. In that case, I will use Shape Water
Nice.
to the most immediate obstacle for my group coming up. I want to put like a 5-foot cube of water to clear a path
Perfect.
of
Yeah.
the fire. And so yeah, you just see that. This doesn't really use a star map for this one. It's more of a natural incantation. He just starts to use just like motions for it to lift the water that's already there up and
Perfect.
throw it onto a place where the fire is starting to spread.
Amazing. You guys watch as just like a small wave just like just flows into your path and frees up some of the water, like some of the fire that was coming into your path. Any move or bonus action?
Yes. I know that Gibby got pushed down. Are you hurt at all? Are you visibly hurt?
They didn't take any more damage, but
I didn't take any more damage. I'm at 12.
Okay. In that case, is Gibby within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay. I will use Healing Word
okay.
on Gibby.
Let's see it.
To
D4
do
plus your
D4
spellcasting modifier.
plus spellcasting modifier. So that's 5. And then the chalice floats down above your head. And some more stardust, another 6.
Amazing.
Nice.
That's amazing.
And I can do
That
the
is
chalice within 30
dope.
feet as well. So
Amazing. So now we go down to the challenge. We have Douglas and Gibby carrying a very heavy crate through now tampered flames, but flames are still building behind them. They're removing their exit, and 2 more tentacles punch through the sides now at you all. So first, I need dexterity saving throws Doug, you're unfortunately gonna take them at disadvantage because you're carrying this crate. You're gonna roll a straight roll because of the mage hand help.
Okay.
So it cancels out the disadvantage.
Before you start rolling, the bardic inspiration is a d6.
There you go.
thank you.
There you go.
Do I have to use the bardic inspiration before my roll?
I think you can choose after.
Okay. Okay. I'm
So
gonna.
it says
hold on.
after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome,
Okay.
which is my
Okay.
understanding.
Cool.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's
Great.
see the roll. Okay. Let me. I don't think
the
it's
lower
gonna.
of the two?
3.
Okay.
So that's not.
Well,
great.
what's plus what?
Well, plus 4 is 7.
7. You may as well.
Might make a difference.
I don't want to waste it. I mean, worst comes to worst, I just get hit. All right.
Or
I
you
will.
get pulled into the wave.
You make your own
Embrace of the
choices.
wave, mother.
It could push it above
Mother will
10.
save me. Mother will
Yeah.
save me.
Mother will save.
Oh God. Well, if I go, it was
We'll come
real.
get you.
It was real. Oh, I got a 6. Okay. Yeah.
Which brings you up to
13.
13.
12 was the DC.
I got you.
Thank you.
I was like, I guess they can get up to 10. Oh, they could get up to 12.
Yeah.
13, lucky number 13.
Yeah.
You hear a voice in your mind, undrowned, beware. And that you turn and then you see this tentacle coming at you. You stop dead in your tracks as it slams and then slides across in front of you, not harming you.
Great.
What was your dexterity saving throw?
19.
19. Save. It actually hits you, but you are just so enraged at this point that it does no damage and actually just pushes you forward. All right, you both need to make athletics checks as you're trying. I'm guessing you're trying to run, or are there any other actions or movements or things that you're adding on top of just getting the heck out of here?
Run.
Well, I need to
Yeah.
heal myself, but I can do it.
R
Later.
U N N O F T.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just see what happens.
What is it?
Athletics.
10.
10.
17.
17. 10 is that's the base. You at least keep holding on. But with taking a dash action with that, you're able to go your full speed, which 30 feet gets you onto the top deck as the rest of you on the top deck just start seeing these tentacles start to mangle the bottom parts of the ship. You all need to get across that plank now. We'll say you're out of combat because the tentacles aren't quite reaching up. Unless there's any last things anyone wants to do, I'm assuming everyone's just running across the plank to get onto Captain B's ship. Chase, you're smiling as if you have something plotted, but
There was a mess of tentacles down there. I just kind of wanted to drop a moonbeam down there.
like a screw you.
Just like a orbital moonbeam just down into the center.
They rolled a nat 1 on its save against it, so
Just
yeah,
for
you just
posterity.
see some of the tentacles get burned as the last of you, Gibby and Douglas, make it on. Captain B's there to help pull you the last bit onto that ship. Setting sail as the crew was watching in horror as the flames and the tentacles were building up and just swallowing the rest of the Emperor of the Waves. The tentacles seem satiated at the moment, and they do not pursue your ship as you leave.
And I hold concentration on that until we're over 120 feet away.
Perfect.
You just wow. I love
Honestly,
it.
helping with its decision to just leave this alone, sink as far away from that as possible.
Yeah, covered our escape, I guess.
Bro, what was that? Wait, did you get my conch?
Go to the infirmary, Oceanus. I'm not.
Wait, but did you pick it? No, and you just walk away from him. He's like, oh, I do not feel good. I feel wrinkles now. And he's concerned now about his hair and his face now that he's aged another 6 years. So he goes to the infirmary. Captain B is looking and just eyes wide and saying, Gibby, what happened?
We let a traitor into our midst.
Kesper?
Cold.
So a quiet goes over the ship. Well, Captain B says, looks like I need a new quartermaster. And she puts out her dwarven hand to pull you onto your feet, catching your breath. And she looks to the rest of the crew and says, tonight we will drink and celebrate a gaining of the prize. We will also mourn the betrayal and the loss of life on that ship. Let us double speed back to Saltmarsh. And she kind of like bittersweet victory goes back to her quarters. Where do we find the rest of our PCs?
Is his octopus pet still on the ship?
Give me a perception check.
You can do to it. Grab it.
It actually grew substantially, and
21.
You see the octopus stuck to the side of the crate, but with that perception, you also infer the octopus is like really scared, like wasn't a part of it. And it's just like on the side, like shaking.
I can see the Paragon
can
and
find out.
Renegade choice.
Back into
Can you talk to it? Can we talk to?
I can.
I don't think I can maybe talk to aquatic creatures or get a sense from aquatic creatures. I can using gestures and sounds.
Tomorrow
you can
I can.
communicate simple ideas with any beast that has an innate swimming speed. So what I want to do is take his pistol.
Oh,
I'm gonna hold it in my hand.
Whip off.
Put
you're
it
gonna arm
towards
the
her-
octopus?
No.
The octopus puts on a pirate cap. Oh, boy.
Talk about action economy. Offhand,
Okay,
which one?
Yeah, right? Just 8 flintlock pistols spinning.
Now we're talking.
I call that a gunslinger.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna hold it, but I'm gonna put it towards her so that she can like feel it, like with
Yeah.
her tentacles, and just basically say like, "Do you know what he did? Like, do you know what he's done to us?" Like, I'm not really asking her a question; it's rhetorical. I just like want to let her know that I have his pistol and like give her a sense that he betrayed us, and then I'm gonna go to Douglas and ask to trade the pistol for the trident.
Yes.
Oh,
You can have the I want this.
Still got ghoul meat on it.
Douglas is armed.
Armed and dangerous.
It's a good thing Douglas will never swim.
It's no, yeah, exactly.
The powder
it's no
will never
use
get
to
wet.
me.
But I can now run up walls and. So.
The dream of every D&D
Right?
player. Yeah, anything else other than weapon trade happening on the ship?
My
I would
strength is a
probably,
-1, so that's
I would probably like collapse into a chair.
Right?
You know where you're going to get back, right?
Stamper.
They're going to make a beeline.
Hey.
All right. Sorry.
Stamper is going to go up to basically the front of the ship
Yeah.
and just try and breathe in the air. Stamper has not experienced a brush that close with the end. So it's more starting to think, starting to process, and then realizing that there is a future conversation that has to be had because they're not sure just how to explain to someone what their real form actually is. Imagery is one thing, but revealing like that it's anxiety inducing for sure. So realizing that a conversation has to happen and then explaining what all is entailed.
Yeah.
And you see, if anyone could see in the distance, it'd be like looking through the cards a little bit. and just as almost like a minor aspect, pulling cards, but they're illusory cards, so they're not leaving the box. So it's like a drawn spread is happening kind of in front of them.
Velith, the half orc who kind of sent you all on this mission, kind of walks up, pushes his spectacles up, looks at the box, looks at you, Gibby, says, well, seems like everything went well.
No, but it's here.
Yeah. Lots of money.
Oh, there better be.
And he's like, one more thing. You mind giving me a hand with this? We're gonna take it to my. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys lift the crate, and you can see he's like buckling, and then this little gnome's just like.
He's not even gonna open it in front of us.
It is magically sealed. It has no opening. There's no like crease. There's just the inscription of the A.
Yeah, I was laying on a slab.
Well, do
it's
we level
shut.
up? Because I dispel.
How are they gonna
I'm just
open
kidding.
it?
After all of that, you all actually do level up to level 5.
I was joking, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
That's right.
I've
now
unlocked
it's
dispel magic.
game on.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So after Velith and Gibby get this crate back to Velith's room, yeah, there's just drinking and rest and a little bit of partying happening. The crew knowing that they have successfully secured their prize. So yeah, what other plans, what other things you guys want to do on the ship? Or if you want to just wait until you get back to Saltmarsh, we can go to there.
I would like to party until my roommate falls asleep. And then I
Nice.
want to look in the box.
Okay.
Are we about to have a drinking contest right now?
I don't think you'll win.
I think I will.
Did I hear a drinking contest?
I know.
Just for the fun of it, let's do Constitution
Can we
saving
invite everyone into our
throws.
room for a party?
Oh, no, don't bring everyone in.
We're having a party?
Yeah.
Guys, we're having a party in our cabin.
Okay, since everyone's gonna be in our cabin, I'm gonna leave. Since no one will be in there, I'll just go.
You find a spot private away while the rest of y'all are partying, and you
Come
go
back when they're
to
asleep.
open the box.
Open the box.
As you go, roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, that's a 20, 22. I was like, is that the one?
that
but that's
number
not the
looks
one.
really weird.
But it's a
Was
20.
it a nat 20?
Yeah, not 20.
You can tell that this type of box will only respond to people of your kind.
Cute? Yeah. Nice.
Maybe some other attributes of your character.
Is it cute?
It only responds to
Cuties. So you know all you need to do is like imagine this opening and that will unlock it. Just a montage of you like open up,
please.
open sesame. No, you easily wave your hand over and it clicks open. Sitting on a bed of diamonds is some kind of reptilian skin pouch.
I thought it was a wallet. I was like, nice money.
It's just $30 for you.
Diamonds. Ooh, money.
To me, these aren't money.
No, you see this reptilian skinned pouch and a purple eye on the front that actually opens when it sees you and looks. And it like looks you over, gets a sense, and then closes its eyes. Or its eye. The eye on
Is
the
there another
front,
one? What's it?
allowing you to reach in.
What if it hadn't been okay with it? Would have been eaten me? Yes. A key in a watch. This is a watch.
A key and a watch.
Wait, mother, what is this? Okay.
So you can either do an Arcana check on it, or if you have the Identify spell, you can also cast that. But I don't think you have.
I don't have that.
arcane
Okay, let's
magics.
do a little checkaroo. 17.
With a 17. This is a powerful device. The timepiece is connected to one's soul. It can only be connected to one soul, and it can turn back a biological clock of a person.
I can have babies now. What?
What was your first
Wait,
thought?
Douglas could never have babies, as far as I could tell.
No, that's crazy. What?
So roll an insight with that.
15.
Your master wishes to undo what has been done to them. But you also know that that will undo what has been done to you.
Conflicted. Yeah, because then won't I just die?
Potentially.
Potentially.
Give me a religion check.
But I don't want to get like smited by mother. 15. Oh, a lot of 15s.
Your master was prepared to sacrifice you to undo his curse.
What the? Okay.
And the diamonds inside the box are the cost of this spell on this device. But sitting in that box is $1,000. Or in this economy,
Name of the episode.
1,000 gold pieces worth of pieces of diamond dust all along.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Now the real question is, can my master catch me? Or can I run really fast? I don't want to die.
Things to be determined, I suppose.
Pig just ready to slaughter.
Yeah.
Mama, why?
Sorry about it.
Mama.
What are the rest of our PCs doing as this is going on and the partying is happening that night before going to bed?
Well, if you look into the stars, that is the dragon increases your fortitude.
I mean, that's what he does the
Yeah.
whole time while he's drinking it.
I'm drinking and I have an arm slug over Oceanus' shoulder.
Nice. He is just sleeping. He got 3 drinks in and he's just like,
I'm just petting his freshly white hair,
yeah.
but I'm engaging with other people, but I just have him next to me.
Okay.
I think I saddle up to Captain B, and we're just like chatting amiably and just having like a nice time. And I probably like enjoy myself for the first time in a while and like get a little too tipsy. And I'm very strong, but also a lightweight, and so I probably like
Nice.
strong.
think a little bit. I do the head on the shoulder thing.
Yeah. Falling asleep on her shoulder.
Aww.
That's sweet.
There's the romance.
She accepts it. And, before she fell asleep, or before you fell asleep, she did say, so I guess it did protect you after all,
It did.
the amulet. Yeah, that's good. Happy to have you.
Now kiss.
Stamper is still on their first drink.
Okay.
Throughout the course of the evening, it's being pleasantly around, but has been doing basically sleight of hand for most of the evening to make people think that rapid consumption is occurring to, seem like fit in. Still kind of thinking the imagery scene is just so haunting of like, I don't want to tarnish. I don't want to tarnish this image just yet. I don't know when I'm going to see it again. Don't know if I want to see it again. I wonder what he'd think. Wonder what she'd think. Guess we'll find out. As Stamper just kind of makes passive observations, we're just like seeing you and Oceanus. Oh, wonder if they just routinely patch things up, I guess, maybe. Seeing the lightweight. That's unexpected. Kind of like casually
Being
looking
red
over.
for filth right now.
Inkir and Velith, the half orc, are just like, he's amazed, like listening about the
And I am
stars.
happy to talk at him.
And he's got like, he's got one of these mini kegs, just like, wow, I never thought of the stars like that.
The earthworm where we are now is just, it makes you fast, and it's.
Was there a correlation between where the stars were when you were born?
That's a great question. I only
I'm
know about
onto
their
something.
position.
Nah, that's foolish.
I only know about the positions in the skies. I don't talk to people much.
The people, yeah, they're tough.
Yeah, harder to read than the stars for sure.
Man, yeah. If Albrecht didn't pay as well, I don't know if I would still work for him.
Oh, why is that?
Working for a council member is just everything's political. You gotta go to the dinners. You gotta go to the meetings. You gotta go to the town hall. You gotta sit in on them. You gotta listen. And you gotta do your votes and stuff. And let's just say it's all about the money.
See, I just sit in the tower and watch stars.
That sounds like a nice life.
It is. I draw maps too.
I thought I wanted to get into this to help change things for the better. But the more I'm in Saltmarsh, I think people just want things to stay the same.
That is tough.
But that's not nature, right?
No, nature
The
changes.
Stars change, the seasons change,
Everything is in flux.
and it's all about the money.
Or the birds. Or the stars.
The birds?
Oh, yes, I love birds too.
I gotta go to bed.
Dragon snoring.
The travel overnight goes well. The storm clouds seem to dissipate, leading to a bright red sunrise over the sea. The Azure Sea has kept you safe. The Wave Mother has looked over you
Has she?
as the bay comes into your sight.
Sweet, sweet
And
day.
another 8 hours goes by.
Oh, we've made it to the bay. Another day.
Hear the bells ringing, the shipyard or the pier tolling the arrival of a ship. At first, you see the crews of dock workers preparing to unload a fishing vessel. But when they see no nets, no barrels or crates, they all seem to go and wait for the next pier. Captain B's like, no, not this one, not tonight. And she kind of stretches, says, Gibby, I've got a real bad crick in my neck. We shouldn't sleep like that.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Sitting upright,
The people we saw.
Yeah, yeah.
not a good idea.
Should have probably laid down.
I know as a dwarf, I don't have as much back, but I feel like it's the pain of a full back.
Yeah, low center of gravity. I know that
Exactly.
feeling.
Right, right. Thank you. Well, let's get this thing to Albrecht and finish this ordeal. So the captain leads your crew You go as the representatives to tell the tale of how everything went. Is there anyone in particular other than Albrecht that any of you would want to like report to or speak about this, the cultish activities? And Gibby, I'm guessing you kind of told the tale to Captain B, so she knew what was going on and what was up.
Only person I know in town is the person that tells me about the cartography opportunity, so I don't think he'd care
Yeah.
much about.
Not your problem. Not your circus, not your monkeys.
I don't know anyone here that I want to talk to right now.
I don't think Stamper has literally any contacts
Okay.
in this area.
Yeah.
The most people Valorant know up here is like people he sold his wares to. I don't know that I would want to tell them any information, but would I like get any gossip, like town gossip from people who
Ooh.
recognize me?
Roll a general persuasion check.
Only a 12.
Only a 12? Nothing new in Saltmarsh. You've only been gone a few days. Nothing too crazy. And most of the people on the surface don't know Oceanus. So actually, when you get to the docks, he says, hey, Valoran, thanks. There's not many people out there that would risk their lives to save someone. And I know things didn't end super well with us, but yeah, just thanks.
Are you heading home?
Yeah, it's a pretty short swim from here.
Don't forget, we're gonna do the recap video, okay?
Yeah, recap. I just gotta go buy a new conch, I guess. Or maybe we can just go on yours, or we can maybe both log into our accounts on. No, I'll just go buy a new conch.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, cool. I don't have any money right now. Do you?
What do you need?
I mean, there's a reason why I went to the abandoned merchant ship, and so I was just wondering if you all found like piles of gold or whatever, or when you get paid for this.
You went to loot that ship?
I mean,
You risked your life on the surface to loot that ship?
okay, I'm sensing some judgment.
This is why we never, ever would have worked out.
Whoa, okay. You think it's me the reason we didn't work out? Have you checked your
Slam the trident
personality?
down.
Oh, now you're threatening
You're
me.
going back beneath,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna pop a gemstone out of my sash. Get out of here. Go buy a new conch.
He like tries to catch it and it like falls into the water and he's like, and he like jumps into the water after the gemstone.
Stamper would,
Finhead.
Stamper would be right alongside after that and be like, pattern?
Yeah. Pretty typical.
Sorry.
I'm pouting.
You all make it to Albrecht's estate where Veleth leads you. This white-haired man with kind of frantic hair going back and a big white beard sits at a large desk. He wears rings with gems. He has a kind of purple velvet cape across one shoulder as he sits back and Veleth leads your group in. The crate, Captain B and Gibby lay it on the ground. It thuds, and he nods. Well. Amazing work. Proud to have worked with the likes of you. Now, I hear there was some troubles on this ship. It had been missing for some time, and I would like to send some investigators to get to the bottom of it.
Oh, you'll have to go to the bottom, all right.
The very bottom.
Were
It sunk.
you able to recover any paperwork from this journey at all?
Paperwork.
Anything from the captain's quarters? Any logs? Any journals? No?
Would have been smart to look for.
Yeah, we were a little preoccupied with the decapitated heads and ghouls.
And the Kraken.
The tentacles.
And the literal conjuring in the first mate's room.
The first mate. Good to know. And he takes a quill and writes down some stuff. Well, I can see that your group here is very capable. So, I would like to put you all on a payroll. Of course, your starting sum is the 10,000 gold pieces to be split evenly amongst you. A separate payment for the crew and Captain B here. But for the adventurers that risk their lives, the highest reward goes to. I also may have a new opportunity, if you wish. Of course, there is no urgency to the matter, but with the papers and the deeds now returned, and he gestures to the crate, once I have my guy get this thing open, I'll be able to reclaim some of these estates. One of which I have not heard from for some time. A small island off the coast, a bit north of here. Word is some kind of attack. We aren't certain. There's been news of some lizard folk taking up arms, but we're not sure why they would attempt to take out an entire island. It's called Firewatch Island, that helps oversee the forest nearby through its lighthouse at the top. Small town there, but again, haven't heard anything from them for some time. If your crew with your ship are able to go out, investigate it, I would be willing to hand over the deed to this island and those buildings to you for a small share of the imports and exports that come through there.
Is that?
Who makes that decision? It's on our boat, right?
Yeah. I was like,
It's not
I
our
defer
boat.
to my captain.
All right.
There's a lighthouse. How tall is the lighthouse?
At least 5 stories tall in order to oversee the woodlands to the north.
That is taller than mine.
And it's away from here. Wouldn't have to come back here. Yeah?
That is correct.
Yeah, I'm in.
You could live out there. There was a distillery out there as well. And that was the main funds that were being exported from there. Again, if you were able to reinstate it, I could send workers out there. And again, as the owners, you would have a fair 50-50 share.
I have mapped this area quite extensively. Are there detailed maps of this island?
Yes, it is a small map, so not a lot of details. I don't believe the northern end of the island had been explored as much.
I bet there were details missed. I would take that on.
Okay. Perfect. Well, your group. What shall I refer to you as?
Are we
Elvish
supposed to
Presley.
have teams? Like,
The cool kids.
The bee's knees.
We're all so different. We have nothing in common to link us, really, except we survived the Kraken.
Gibby and the boys.
Give me the boys.
It would be the. You could do the B team. No.
BT.
Oh, because you're lady captain?
Lady.
The B team. That's cute.
My A team. The B team.
We're the B team.
No, the B team is my A team.
In honor of Captain B, we love her.
Sending in the B team.
We also have a B team.
We also
They're not as good.
Good, but
It's a lowercase b.
So capital B E A team.
BT.
Perfect. So, well, I won't necessarily put a timeline on this mission.
Now? We can go now?
So yes, you are dismissed. Once this crate is open, I will reach out to you and we will hand off the deed and you will start your excursion. And Captain B kind of nods, looks to you, Gibby. This sound like a good deal?
sounds good.
Sounds better than fish.
Much better than fish.
After we take this island, or reclaim it, or whatever it is you need, wouldn't you need ships to bring the goods from there to Saltmarsh? And he kind of nods. Yes, I believe that would be needed. And your ship may be in a good position to do so. Yes, no longer needing to work with fish. What a good deal.
Is anyone here good at
Indeed.
mercantile anything?
You're speaking to the
Tradesman.
yes.
That's great news.
I
I was
opened my
worried how
cloak
we were
and
going
there's-
to pull the jeweler of the
What did you ask?
anyone that's good with mercantile. I've never
You have
sold
your own
anything. but
enterprise. You have your own social media
I'm a
platform.
businessman. Don't worry about the platform.
Self-starter.
Gotta get the Firewatch Island.
Can I ask Inky a question?
Oh yes.
You mentioned the stars that fall from the sky
Yes.
and that they leave rocks in the ground.
Occasionally, yes.
What do you think is the likelihood of there being any of that sky rock on this island?
Well, it's a small island. As likely as it would be anywhere, but easier to find since it is so small. So unlikely to say
Can you
the least.
can you spot falling skyrock from your lighthouse?
Of course, I see it all the time. Oftentimes it burns up in the atmosphere before it even falls through the plains, but it's possible.
Okay.
The bigger ones make it through, and those are the ones that are those are the only ones that are valuable anyway. So
Very good. As you all leave this meeting with a pleased councilman of Saltmarsh, you have made your impressions. You each get 2,000 gold from the prize.
Who gets
And-
Kesper's share?
Before our next session, you may look through common and uncommon goods and spend how you wish. And next session, we'll go over your characters leveling up and the items that you have purchased with your winnings. Any final scenes? Any last people to reach out to?
Doug's gonna need a place to stay until we can vacate.
So am I. I'm not going back beneath.
You could probably stay
Why?
on the ship.
I don't want to.
No, well, I just need to hide somewhere.
You need to lay low.
I need to lay low until
Just
we
get
can.
on the ship.
There's
thanks,
the wicker.
Gibby.
There is the wicker goat where Stamper is staying,
I want to stay at the wicket.
and Velith, I believe, also stays there.
I've got a tower 3 miles outside the city.
3 miles.
Douglas.
That's fine. The second floor is only half
That's like
collapsed
a
anyway,
quick
so
jog. That's just a brief swim.
You know I can't swim,
Oh, ow.
The sea elf that can't swim,
right? Is that funny?
Captain B says.
it's probably for the best because most of the floors are not stable anyway. Just the top one.
Then why? Who can get what?
It's easy to get up there.
I think I'll hide on your boat.
You all are welcome to sleep there. I am sleeping in a bed tonight, Captain B says, as she says her goodnights, and she's going to be staying at the Wicker Goat. Good. And are you also staying in
Yeah,
the
I'm going to go to the Wicker Goat.
Wicker Goat?
Where I have my usual trade set up.
Perfect. Nice. as you set up your stand, is Stamper taking any readings from the patrons of the tavern?
Oh yeah, there's a backlog.
Perfect.
It was more a question of not necessarily knowing that you also had a trade spot set up. Mine's just more back of house.
Are we competing for clientele right now, Stamper?
No, absolutely not.
There's no way it's the same people.
Are you?
What do you mean? Those who love fine jewels and having their palms read?
I do not read palms.
That's insulting.
It's been
The only
You can't
time,
swim. Shut up.
the only time I ever read palms is when someone's significantly out of league with their senses, because at that point they'll believe anything.
You read my palm?
You look down, it's like a SpongeBob zoom in, like dirty nails, barnacles,
Ew.
calluses.
For the first time before everyone goes into the tavern, you'll see Inkir shift into an animal.
The druid!
He shifts into a deer and just leaps off into
so
the forest
cute.
on his way to his
Thank
tower.
you.
It's easy to get up there when you're a mouse. So
We'll see this guy again.
He'll be back.
Okay.
Gibby, you stay in your now quartermaster's quarters, which were across from the captain's. First mate to quartermaster is a promotion.
Woo.
You
Nice.
get a bed. You're sleeping in your little room that you were given from before, unfortunately.
I don't really sleep. I'm stalking around the place.
Yeah. Gibby, as you go to lay down, you get an hour or two of sleep, and you wake up to footsteps. Someone's entering the captain's quarters.
Gonna grab my great sword and kind of poke my head. Like,
Yeah.
can I? Trying to figure out how I do it without alerting them.
Stealth?
I'm gonna be
Great skill.
stealthy.
Okay, roll me a stealth.
Stealth.
So sassy.
Come on, man.
Nat 20.
Put that one away.
Ooh.
Hang a banner.
Okay.
Like 3 now? 4?
Yeah, something like that.
We've
So-
had an insane number.
The door is slightly ajar to the captain's quarters as you stealth your great sword, taller than you, but just kind of resting on your pauldron, and you creep over, creak the door open a little bit further, some lantern light, and someone going through, like a cloaked figure going through a chest at the foot of the bed, which you know is locked. Supposed to be locked. So someone's either broken in or got the key or something. They don't seem to notice you.
Can I go up right behind them and like point my sword at them?
As your sword comes to their throat, they stop. And as the hands go up, you see there the dark dwarven hands of Captain B.
Oh, thank God.
As she turns around, pulling her hood. Oh, thank God. Oh, you scared. Oh, I thought. Oh, Gibby, you can't do that.
What do you?
I forgot. I forgot my the sleep cover. I can't go to sleep without it, and the earmuffs too. Is just it's a thing. A lot of PTSD from my time as a soldier. So
I understand.
sometimes it's easier though if I have someone with me.
I mean, whatever you need.
And a smile goes on her face. You wish to accompany me to the Wicker Goat?
Yeah.
As the boots step over the top deck on the pier, we watch as Gibby and Captain B walk off to the Wicker Goat. The boots over Douglas's room. As you kind of like are laid back, you've got all the stuff set out from that the treasure chest, the small wooden chest that you got. You've got it set out. You're like kind of thinking over it. Keep like nervously packing it back in, putting it all away, and then getting it back out, trying to think about it. And anything else you would do before you try to get your 4 hours of meditation?
Well, I would usually pray to the wave mother, but I guess I'm not going to do that right now.
I mean, you can certainly try.
Be like, why'd you do this to me? Why would you do this?
Roll me a religion check.
Oh, God. I don't want her to say anything back. Not 20. So it's a 23.
Nice.
She speaks into your ear.
She comes down personally to talk to you.
Whispers.
You are now the
So
wave
gently.
mother pope.
Yeah.
You begin to meditate. You cross your legs and sit against the shiplap wood wall behind you. And as you get comfortable, you quickly feel like you are shunted into another state of being, a location where you are deep beneath the waves, breathing but swallowing seawater, the memories of that night that transformed you, the undrowned, a vision of you washing up into a cove, stranded on a rock, not breathing, a figure walking past with a lantern high as rain drizzles down. They lift you and bring them with them. You find yourself laying out on a slab, and after the ritual's complete, your eyes open. And when you look up to your master, who you know it to be, it is not their face. It is instead a woman's face with seaweed green hair, blue skin. And she says, "He betrayed you. I embrace you. Let yourself be taken by the tide of my love and my revenge. Give him." And she pulls up an image of the timepiece, and it goes back and forth. Give him what he desires, but it will not give him what he desires.
Okay, cool. Okay. I can do that.
And as you escape out of this vision, you and realize the entire 4 hours has gone by.
Jeez.
And that concludes this episode of Overdue Adventures. Thank you for joining us, patrons. And remember, be sure to return before our next due date. We'll see you then.
14.
Yay!
Yay.